Welcome to Brooks Stadium, and a unique environment in college football because when you see the teal field, you know the Chanticleers aren't far behind. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Liberty Flames. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Flames will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers offense takes the field for the first time today. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, Dave, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Coming after it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Chanticleers will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A low line drive and short kick. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. So the Liberty Flames offense will take the field for the first time. When you have a weapon like this on the outside and a guy in the secondary whose job is to take everything away, it's going to be a great matchup, guys.
It's so fun to see how you attack great safeties in the middle of the field. Are you willing to do that, or are you going to try to live on the perimeter? This offensive matchup will be great.
Yeah, normally you'd say receiver versus safety, the receiver's going to win. This safety, though, has got the speed to run with this guy, and he's going to make it interesting back there.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Bradford. Using the quick game. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
And the Flames will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes a move. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Chanticleers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3-and-out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable with that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Bradford. Quarterback extends the play. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. The Flames send out the punt unit. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be dragged down. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. At the 20, he's got space. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Chanticleers are flying down the field. They'll give it to him again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. And the Chanticleers have it with a 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score.
They're lining up to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Back to throw, it's Bradford. Working the middle, it's complete. Oh, it's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Got his man quickly. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. There is a flag on the play, and if this is on the defense, guys, would you take the points off the board here? This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the running back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He'll throw on 3rd down. Flips it out in the flat. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Absolute shame. Missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. The last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, David.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that will cause for you to be a little bit conservative, but keep doing you. Put that behind. It's one mistake, Jesse, move on.
I've always been a fan of getting that guy who fumbled it, the ball back early. You got to let that guy turn the page. They need him to make plays if they're going to win this game.
This offense has a 2nd down play. They go to the ground. And the Flames get it past the sticks.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. And they're able to make the tackle.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
Dances away from the heat. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Now on 3rd down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Bradford. Fires to the big fella. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
The sure hands, it's rolling. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. He's looking to throw it. With the catch, it's Blue.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Oh, he makes the catch. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Nice job by the running back there on that angle route against zone coverage. He wasn't in a hurry. He was able to sort of find the soft spot in the defense and just gear down, make himself an easy target.
Catch in the middle, it's Blue. Oh, ball's out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Hoping to find one that works this time on second down from the 7. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Finds a crease at the 20. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Going deep. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. He's looking to throw. He'll take another shot here. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package, and his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
And the returner is stopped.
That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. The Flames will hustle to the line.
27-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
To the air, it's Bradford. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
This game really has turned into a defensive struggle, and both defenses right now are just absolutely dominating. That time, nice job using his pass rush moves, getting to the quarterback, and they just look like they cannot be blocked right now up front.
They got a little bit, but they didn't get the first down, and you're obviously trying to get the first down, but you try to slip in those screens occasionally on 3rd down. I like when you slip them in there and try to make a big play, catch the defense maybe being a little aggressive.
Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make the play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
And whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We've got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. They'll test the right side. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's complete. A huge pickup. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Another shot to clear.
The shot that clears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Gets it out fast. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. And now on second down for this offense. The play action fake. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Coastal. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Bradford. He's got it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Give to the back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
On the flag.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Give to the running back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Quickly complete. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
They'll run play action. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Liberty. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Quick strike complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Good surge up front, giving 4 out to the 18.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Chanticleers decide to punt it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Looking left. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, and there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. Back to pass, it's Bradford. Gets it out quickly. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Off the play fake. Using his feet to buy time. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
The big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Blasted as he lets it go. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Flames will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll bring it back. It's Woods. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. The back goes in motion. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing game.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give on the inside. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The shot that clears will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Snatches it on the right. Afterburner's coming. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Flames.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a winner in the battle of the Willamette Valley between Oregon and Oregon State. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game. Looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, this defense has had the QB's number all game long. One of the reasons why is because this cornerback, when he's on an island, he's winning the 50-50 balls, and he's not letting anything get thrown.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. The right play here is try to win it in regulation. Don't be too conservative. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the shot that clears will punt it away on 4th down. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Line gets set, 1st down. To the air, it's Bradford. Using his legs to buy some time. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
Timeout, Liberty.
He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
This late in the game, 4th quarter, go time. We got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's 3rd down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
Great protection, and down the middle it goes. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. We'll get it started here in overtime. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
How about getting that big play on the ground here in OT? Great job up front by the offensive line. This has been a long, hard-fought, physical game, but these guys look like they could play for at least another couple of quarters.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They've got a little work to do here on 3rd and goal in overtime. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime.
19 on the field goal.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. Down by a field goal, and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on 1st down. To the air, it's Bradford. Finds his back in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. It's now 2nd down after the short completion. Trying play action. On the run, still looking. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
He's got it on the move. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll give it to the back. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see.
He got it in! A walk-off touchdown in overtime!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back.